we would go to Grandma Hunt's house up by the junior high. When they moved up there, all the cousins and relatives and all the brothers and sisters would meet, and we would just have fun. It would be nice and hot in their house. The smell of cinnamon rolls baking was amazing. She would make cinnamon rolls, and I would help her. I helped her a few times make them, and there was a particular texture that we went by, kind of a moist, sticky texture that we went by. We would raise the cinnamon rolls and work them by hand and work them back down. Now we have special tools, of course, mixers that work a lot better, a lot faster. But anyway, she taught us how to cook cinnamon rolls, and it was a wonderful family affair. We really enjoyed sitting around Grandma's house, cooking cinnamon rolls and eating them and telling stories and goofing around, and listening to our uncles tell stories. One of my favorite things about going to eat cinnamon rolls at my Grandma Hunt's was the cinnamon rolls that we got to eat, and especially the stories we got to listen to of our dads telling stories of when they grew up. There was 3 boys in the family, and the fights they would get in and the mischief they would get in and the fun they would have. And it was just fun to hear them talk back and forth, and they were always swearing, and Grandma was always saying, if you boys keep swearing, I'm going to put some cayenne pepper on your tongues. But later on, as I learned that cinnamon roll experience, I learned how to cook them with Grandma Hunt. I desired to cook them here in the neighborhood here, and I would invite people over from around the neighborhood and so forth. And one day I had a bunch of extra cinnamon rolls that needed to be cooked, and I needed an extra oven, so I took them up to my Aunt Linda's house. Her daughter-in-law with her son Brant had showed up, and they were coming out of either Salt Lake or southern Utah someplace. Anyway, they were coming, and her name was Anna, I believe her name's Anna, and she had a really rough day that day. It was around Christmas, and we put those cinnamon rolls in after they raised. We cooked them up, and we put frosting on them. They were hot and fresh, and she remembers that as a wonderful day of coming home, eating cinnamon rolls, and especially laughing and having the joy of Christmas and the fun of family relationships there. So I really enjoyed cinnamon rolls.